Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Please write it down. My goal is to change the world. What a concept. Wouldn't that be fun if I could change your world too? Guess what? I've been doing this for 43 years, and I'm pretty good at it. You're going to learn things today you never heard before. Get out a tablet and pen. Do not record. All right, do not take pictures. This is raisecredit.com. Now, understand, we're going to write down today's date. Can you write that down for me, please? June 4th, 2021? Blackjack year? Now, I don't understand why you haven't got to the $1 million dream. You see, it's not hard to do. You're going to have to know some rules and tools. Now, I want you to write down the end of the year, December 31st. Between now and the end of the year, I want to give to you the $1 million dream. I want to get you the corporation and rebuild your credit, do it my way, and get you to do the things right, please. Now, I don't know why you didn't get the $1 million dream last year, the year before that, too. You should have. Why not? I did. Simple. Look at this. That's one of my mansions that I had. 6 of them, all right, before I died in 2009. One of my yachts, one of my Lamborghinis, part of the collection, too. And guess what I got to do? Do it again and again. But I know how to. Procrastination is the killer of a dream. Did you forget to do something yesterday you had to do today till tomorrow too? That's ridiculous, sorry to say. See, time, I don't control time, neither do you. But I do control the time that I do with it that's been given to me. I wake every day up every morning, 2:25, ready to go. I always wanted to be ready to go, ever since I was a little kid. Let's understand something today. All right, homeless to million to billion, that's me. I'll teach you how to do it. Just follow along and I'll show you how I did it too. You see, you got a choice. Now, I got to basically steal and beg off the pier and eat out of a trash can as a little boy. But I was born, my journey started when I was born in that taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. This little girl got pregnant with me. She wanted a girl, but I'm a boy. She gave me a girl's name and raised my middle name, by the way. Then she threw me away like a piece of trash. Today, your journey just begun with me. I'm going to get you to million to billion if you like. Now, understand something. From the age of 3 to 10 years old, I got to be with Mrs. Hope. She got her weekly and monthly checks, but you know what she did? She used and abused me, then dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30. From the age of 3, she was a she-devil from hell. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought that kind of sucked. But you know what? God gave me a brain with an IQ off the chart and having fun too. 4 years old, I'm stealing and begging off the pier, eating out of a trash can too. I come across a church in Redondo Beach. This lady hands me a book. She says, here's all the answers you're ever going to need. Yeah, right. It was a Bible. I opened it, I read it, and I said, it says whatever I pray for, I will have to believe it and receive it. It'll be mine too. Well, I looked up and said, hey, if there's really a God, please tell me where's my mommy and my daddy? Why am I stealing and begging off the pier? Why? By the way, it's been my favorite word since I was a little boy. Ever since that day, everything turned to gold for me. All right, I went to the library from 7.5 to 9.5 years old. I started helping Ant Industries, by the way. I got $100,000 in the bank. It was fun. My first Lamborghini at 14.5 was a Quintos Lamborghini. What'd you get? So you got a choice today. Can you get and write down getting past go, please? Write down getting past go. You see, you got the ability to get that Lamborghini collection too. I parked my Duffy in my backyard. I got my 6 mansions at the time, broke the record for the highest kick on the planet. Wanted to prove white men do jumping, stupid people say we don't. Then I parked my race boat in my backyard. Helicopter. Don't forget about the yachts. And what about the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris too? My question to all of you, why haven't you done this? I don't understand. Why did you bring the pain home? All I had is God and me. Now today, let's get real. Write down Ray's rules and circle it 10 times. There's my life in 2009. We took people on the corporate yacht. Everything's turning to gold, like I said, since I was 4. The next day, I got to die in a coma. You see, it kind of sucks. I ended up having H1N1 pandemic 9. Someone came on my yacht the night before and killed me the next day. That's not very nice, but it happened to me. I got to go to the other side, and I got a choice. Stay in peace or go back that day. I said go back. Well, heck, my wife just screamed her head off. What am I supposed to say? Ultimate goal, the lack of knowledge is why you screw up. Congratulations. Why? Did you ask why? Why didn't you tear everything apart like I've done since I was born? Knowledge is the key. But knowledge is why you brought the pain home, the lack of it. You brought the pain home time after time, again and again too. Ultimate goal, you didn't have to do this since you were 18 years old. Problem is you don't know how to play. You spend thousands of dollars on crap. In every book you read today, they tell you blah, blah, blah. Do they ever give you the steps that are dummy-proof? See, credit is great. We need it for life. You got to learn how to play and don't bring the pain home ever again. And stop doing it starting today. Godfather of credit, that's me. I did $3.6 billion for clients in 43 years. Credit rebuilding, we got to talk about that too. Now, I got to train Ken Yarborough years ago, security chief at TOW and Asperian too. Maybe today you let me train you just a little bit, please. Why don't you write down Credit Services Act? Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. Their front page will say credit repair is a scam. Not allowed to collect money up front, but there's 10,000 companies doing that every day, breaking the law. They'll actually refer to the Credit Repair Organization Act too, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. So what are you supposed to do? Well, your credit's not broken, so you can't repair it. By the way, you screwed it up. That means you have to rebuild it. Let's build a relationship, you and me. Now let's have some fun. That information is provided by the Federal Trade Commission, by the way. Now let's understand something. I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday. All day tomorrow, 7 a.m. in the morning, all through the day. You're going to hear things today you've never heard before. Write it down. I can teach you exactly what you're never going to learn from anybody else but me. By the way, at every seminar, workshop, boot camp, I don't pass the buck. You're stuck with me every step of the way. Now, there's 1,000 rules and steps. All you got to do is follow along, and you'll have $1 million corporation, period. See, I wanted the same thing when I was a kid. I just wanted the steps and the rules and the tools. Let's give you the first 25 today. That way, starting out your day the right way. So first of all, number 1, write down raisecredit.com. Go there, clickety-clack, get your credit reports for free. That's step number 1. Give me the report numbers. They're in the right-hand corner, by the way. And then I'll make your credit score go up, up, and away. See, I'm going to ask you a question. Why didn't you ask people why? I'm going to ask you why today you got a Social Security card. Why do you got an SSN? Can you read it? Can you pull it out of your personal wallet now? You see, if you read it, it says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes. That's step number 2. It even tells you right on that card. It belongs to the Property Assessment Administration, not even you. See, I invented Rapid Refresh years ago. I can make anybody's score go up, up, and away in about 90 working days. You see, I can make your score go up, up, and away in about 90 working days, but if you really screwed up a lot, it might take me 6 months. But the reality is that's what's going to take all for me to do it for you. So remember step number 3 today. So let's understand credit. All right, when it came to Rapid Refresh, I came up with that years ago too. And then basically I have a program that's been enhanced even to that now. You see, I can make anybody's score go up 40 points to 200 points. It's kind of fun to do. And they always go, wow, that really worked for me. Of course, it works for everybody. Now, I took a picture of Credit Karma because it's free. All right, this is a client who had a 500 score, 157 points in 45 working days. If you want me to do that for you, let me know. See, bad credit is choking all of us. If you have it today, I want to make sure I never have it again, because that's no fun at all. So if you allow me to basically get your report numbers, I'm going to basically analyze you and figure out the right dispute method as well. And I might even tell you to negotiate a debt or two. By the way, I might even basically have to go to court. Wouldn't that be terrible? I wrote the book on legal action method too. When I sued Chase Bank years ago, I made their president come to Santa Ana, and I kicked his butt, and the judge made them give me another $5,000 too. You got more rights than you think you do. Now let's remember something today. If all you want is your credit score to go to 750 and above, it's about up to 6 months, all right, usually 90 days as an average. But it depends if you really screwed up too. Now I'm going to give a guarantee in writing. And by the way, I'll take you to go to the class on Saturday at 1 o'clock too. It's always education analyzation. So a written guarantee, and all you got to do is pay $4.99. Simple. You don't have to pay monthly fees at all for 2 years and more. That makes no sense at all. Take a picture of this page today. We take Zelle or a bank transfer. Then you email me at products@raisecredit.com. Ultimate goal, I want you to get yourself off the national mailing list. You're getting all that junk mail and half the robocalls too. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years, please. You see, that's step number 4. Ultimate goal, you got to learn how to play and quit bringing the pain home. You see, you didn't plan the problem. I'll bet you someone knocked you down, got in your way, and took it away from you too. What I want you to do is write down safety credit now. I want you to understand these are $50,000 cards apiece. But the problem about personal credit, can't write off the interest rate of the credit card at all. And the problem with you didn't know the rules and the tools how to play. Every card you got in your personal wallet today, I want to stick you there. I want you to write down the limit. I want you to write down 25 to 29%. The moment you took a card past 29%, you jacked up the card, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get it anymore. That's just true. See, the bottom line is you got to learn the line of defense. In your city today, you see grocery stores and banks at locations they closed down some locations. They bankrupt locations too. They wrote it off in their taxes, got a tax credit, but they have open ones open too. See, it seems like they know how to play the game, but not you. See, most people tend to want to bring the pain home. Is that true? Put the sticky behind the card. Remember, never bring the pain home ever again, because you met me today. I'm going to teach you how to play, called step number 5. Now, you're the one that makes the credit score go up and down. Nobody else but you. Make sure you maintain 25 to 29% from now on. That'll get you to an 820 credit score, by the way. Ultimate goal, you lose your job, God have mercy, what do? Seems like everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they jack up their credit 42 days. I don't understand why we do that too. So today, I'd like to repackage you. Can you write down house, car, and bank account, please? You got a choice. It's like when I built credit for my cat years ago. I wanted to pull off that stunt too. Cats have 9 lives after today, so will you. Inc. magazine said use plastic to finance your business. See, corporate credit, you can write off the credit card interest rate and the line of credit too. It can finance itself. Why would anybody steal the money from their family when they don't have to at all? If I can build credit for my cat, you think I can build it for you? Probably true. Let's think about this right now. You need $5,000. Just pretend. But you need it now. Go ask your friends and family in the bank. They all say no. But if you had a safety credit card in your hand like I do, all right, and guess what you do? If you had to max it out, the payment's $50 a month. They say if you had the worst credit in the world today, you still waste $50 every other day. Is that true? They also say you waste $140 a week. I don't know if that's true. That's $600 a month. If I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26. So what the average person is wasting in a given month, they could have got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. Hey, why don't we stop wasting money and quit bringing the pain home? What do you think, starting today? Now that's step number 6. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. I believe in you today. You're here with me. So guess what? I believe in God and I believe in me too. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. See, you got people around you that say you can't do this or that too. Do yourself a favor. Always remember, God gave you a gift. See it, believe it, and go get it. Write that down, please. See, your SSN is for one reason. To get a job, to file your 1040 tax return, which means they get to tax you the paycheck before you get the leftover the rest of your life till you're dead. And then they pray you get stuck in a probate too. It's the IRS public record for you. You just didn't learn how to play. And you got that SSN, Sperry and Chandra and Equifax too. And you jacked up the cards past 29%. And you dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. It's just the truth. It will set you free. Put the sticky behind the cards today, please. The other reason you got an SSN, we're the collateral for the United States of America, Incorporated, by the way. We got to remember when Nixon took the gold standard out. So do yourself a favor right now. Write down Ray's rules again and again. And what I want you to do is write down $100,000 of credit. See, safety credit. If you only use 29%, and you had $71,000 of safety credit today, case blanket the fan, lost a job or pandemic, that'd give you $71,000 of safety credit to feed your family up to 2 years. The average pandemic lasts 18 months. All right, unfortunately, most people, probably you take the money and credit from the family and roll that. I say, honey, let's hurt the family some more. Could you stop that, please? All right, don't bring the pain home. Can you write down never bring the pain home again, please? You see, you've been using the wrong money in the first place to start a business starting today. Write down Ray's rules again and again too. That's step number 7. Now I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. First at 5.5 and then in 2009. This one I got to die, but I got to come back too. I want to change the world before I die again. Can you help me do that, please? You see, there's my yacht, Raceboat U-Dock, the address at the time, just before the coma when I got to die. Show me yours, please. I'm probably the most verified person on the planet today. So let's understand something today. I got to come back with I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my credit score back to an 820. Then I popped a $1 million card again. See, I have 5 closet divisions. Can you write that down, please? I'd like you to write down closet division. I'd like you to have a backup for a backup and a backup and a backup too. And fight through the pain and never bring the pain home again. And use a closet division for you. You got a choice to learn to play. But if you don't want to play, keep bringing the pain home like you do almost every day. You could have stopped that since you were 18 years old, by the way. You know, when I was a boy, I was on the ground, looking in the mirror, crying my eyes out. All right, ever since that day, I get up at 2:25 ready to go. Now, let's understand something today. I went to my niece and said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and looked in the mirror. I'd like you to put yourself in check, please. Look in the mirror for 2 minutes, do nothing. At the end of that 2 minutes, ask 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? No. Is there more to be done? Always. Unfortunately, what you do is you go to your friends and family and try to get encouragement. Instead, they interrupt everything you say or do, and they go, you got to do this way or that way too. Do yourself a favor. Don't let anybody cloud your directions. That's step number 8. God's delays have never been God's denials. See, we're going to go get the money. Money, to me, I don't have to steal and beg off the pier. I don't have to eat out of a trash can, too, and I get to help you. You see, we're getting older slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. You know, go back to the job you hate. It's okay. They're going to fire you anyway, and then you're going to deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? See, here's the thing. When I was a little boy being used and abused, this boy named John used to terrorize the hell out of me, and his parents used to call me a pizza. Shit, wasn't very nice. I wrote, I'm important. I wrote down, I'll become a corporate millionaire. Well, all right, they laughed at that till I did it, and they had to come work for me, too, and that really pissed them off, too. All right, I'm going to drive a company car and show the world who I am. Write down some positive things to motivate you through the day. That's step number 9. All right, remember, I'm always going to say, see it, believe it, pray over it, and God opens the door and go get it. See it, believe it, go get it. Works for me. Now, let's give an example like Sam's Club. You've all heard of that. 2 years before pandemic, they're shut down 63 locations in California alone, not counting the other 49 states. They bankrupt locations, wrote it off on their taxes, got a tax credit, but they have open ones open today too. See, they know how to play the game, but not you. Seems like most consumers like bringing the pain home, don't you? Write down tax ID division starting today. You got 11 cities that have filed bankruptcy in the past. How does a city file Chapter 9 bankruptcy? Simple. The federal government planned if there was a problem, because they're a corporation, so is the state, so is the city too. So they get to wipe out the debt and stay in business, but not you. You got a bad day. You bring the pain home because you want to. It's like Apple Computer. In 1997, they were in bankruptcy. They were out of business. Mr. Gates, who's been indicted 4 times for being so smart, wrote him a check for $150 million, saved their assets too. They ought to be saying thank you to him every day, because now they're worth trillions of dollars too. Now let's do something right now. Write down Google bankruptcy. It's an assignment for you. I want you to verify everything I tell you is the truth. 100% verifiable. When you look at the bankruptcy form on Google, it says SSN. That means we're all a bunch of dogs. Then it says SS4. Corporation, division, subsidiary, and more. Oh my goodness. Sign me up for that too. Don't you realize you could have made sure you never brought the pain home? You gotta quit being a duck and a sheep. It's called step number 10. I don't want anything to screw up, but I'm not bringing the pain home like you did. Why would you do that? SSN equals a 1040. Tax you till you're dead. SS4 equals 1120. Line 10 there says banking and credit purposes. The bottom line is you gotta learn how to play. SSN, we're ducks. SS4. Who wants to be a duck? You like being a quack quack? Or you want to learn how to replay shoe? And let me rebuild you too and become a division. See, sometimes being you probably sucks. All right, especially when you bring the pain home when you never had to, since you're 18 years old. Now, I was lucky while I was being used and abused when I was 7.5. I listened to a poker game. You know what they said? They said a corporation's a legal person. Can you write it down? All right, I wrote it down, circled it 10 times. They thought I was weird, probably true. I went to the library the next day, next to the Torrance Police Department. I asked the lady, could you explain this to me? All she could say is, this is Micah Facey's book. I read the damn book. I'm looking for a blueprint, the instruction manual, how to get out of hell and get to the $1 million dream. Like you've been looking all your life too. Good luck. How many thousands have you pissed away? I went to the library from 7.5 to 9.5 years old. I learned to connect the dots. You see, here's the thing. Some of you have a corporation today and you're going, that's it. You got to create a blueprint and give it life. See, 9 out of 10 people set up every day and don't do a damn thing at all. I started helping hand at 9.5 after I went to the library almost every day. Got 100,000 right away too. Your choice is, it's like if you do the corporation part, someone's going to ask you if you remember the BBB. Understand they're fraud. They have been since day one. You got 10 million companies that will not be part of their game. Top of that, not only they got indicted in 2013, the court said, get the hell out of my city. You're a fraud since day one. I'm not saying, I'm just repeating 2020 and CNN. See, you got to learn to play the game. Winning the game of business, by the way. Ultimate goal, there's a blueprint of 1,000 rules. Step by step by step. You can't even screw it up unless you want to. You just follow the steps and go through the process and now you're done. Get to the workshops too. Now, I sell the 12 books and CDs, half price on a webinar like now, $4.99. If not, get from the office, they do it for $9.99. They make a commission too. So guess what? It's called a bank transfer, Zelle. And then you email me right away. That's all you got to do. Now, I was the incorporator for 2019 Rich and Famous People too. I even have a program for people coming out of prison. Free Ray, Ricky Ross. I rebuild them after 20 years in prison. Got him a gold and a platinum card too. See, you got to run your race, and basically you got to do one thing. You got to beat your own doubt. I just like to hold your hand and get you there all the way and do most of the work for you too. I don't have excuses. After today, neither will you. Step number 11. Now, I can't show you anything I didn't obtain myself. We got to get you past go. God's gift, one of my mansions. I park my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours? Ultimate goal, helicopter, Lamborghini, building too. On that piece of paper, please write down, you're going to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address, please. But that's up to you too. You wrote a check the other day. Your house got robbed the next day too. See, I'd like you to protect your ass. Ets. Use Ray's rules and never bring the pain home ever again. You even have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. Now that's number 12. Next, we got to think about divisions the way I wrote them in 86. Multiple functions, disconnect, isolate, incorporate too. Ultimate goal, one gets screwed up, I got the other ones to go. I get to build cash and credit and supply credit too. You see, your choice is simple. Allow me to get you up to $1 million card paid over time. How about I get you one of these for every division called, all right, sister cards too. How about we turn around and get a bucket of money for every division that we do? How about basically we put a piece of property as well? How about a franchise? See, you didn't have more lives. You only got one as a duck in SSN. But if we do it this way, if one got screwed up, you got 8 left to go, what do? You set up another one too, just like the grocer and the bank do. You get to learn how to play. That's if you want to. I wrote a book called Buckets of Money, Tax Balancing, Become the Bank too. You got to learn to play. Remember I said car as well. Look at the car you drive today. All right, I'll bet you let someone sweat you for hours on end. You lost $5,000 and up to 9 inquiries too. When they handed you the piece of paper and you filled it all out, Ray's way would be next to your signature, you write down this allows 1 inquiry. You take a picture. You don't allow somebody to use and abuse you too. On top of that, today, that car's registered to you. Sorry to say, it should have been a division and a tax ID. That's step number 13. Ultimate goal, cover your assets, please. I covered mine. You drive that car today to the grocery or the bank, a little bumpity bump. The person you did a little bumpity bump's going to scream and act like they're going to die. They got to put on a show for everybody around you. driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Then your heart falls out of your chest. I still want the driver's license not to be home address, but that's up to you. You pay the insurance out of your paycheck, which has been taxed before you get the leftover. When in corporation, you could pay for it before tax was considered. Okay. Now, you're the registered owner. No matter what I say or do today, you're the registered owner of the car. Congratulations. The billboards on the freeways and the attorneys on TV, the bloodsuckers, they're going to sue you. They're going to take everything you got. Maybe you think about registering the registered owner to be a division. Maybe we can try to help you and make sure they get diddly squat. Why not? But that's number 14. This car, tax ID, fleet price. But the greatest gift, it didn't show up on personal credit reports. Some of you have a repossession today. Don't be surprised when the IRS gives you a 1099-C. You got a choice to learn to play. It's like when I had my 17 houses, I was 19. Everywhere I turned, they wouldn't let me give them number 18. They told me the loan-to-value problem. They were amazed I had 17 in the first place. They asked me how to do that. I go, you're the expert, you tell me. See, the moment I created the divisions the right way, I start transferring every one of these into a division, give her the liability. I freed up my credit report too. And then like that paycheck you get today, it's taxed before you get the leftover. That's up to you. Corporations allowed to pay their bills first and pay tax on the leftover. It's kind of like if you wanted to pay zero tax. Well, let's see, Amazon did it on 10 billion. You could too if you learned to play the game. You pay more tax than they do. You know, you got 55 companies, top companies in the world that pay zero tax, even Federal Express. But again, that's up to you. If you want to learn to play the game, let me know. Can you write down the 4 boxes in front of you, please? If you would have set up this line of defense from high school, all right, you would have basically never brought the pain home, but that's up to you. Can you write down the 4 boxes and write down line of defense? Here's my point. You being you got 1, you're a duck. If we got the line of defense, 1 got screwed up, we keep the good pieces, we never bring the pain where home, and we get rid of the bad piece too. We got the right to play the game. It's under the constitutional right for you, since you're 18 years old, by the way. That's called step number 15. I can build you credit on SSN, SS4. It's all up to you too. Now I got classes all day tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My class in the afternoon is a specialty. It's for Dun & Bradstreet for vendor and supply credit too. In the beginning, I want to get you cash. All right, cash is king or queen. Takes money to get honey. Now, so if all you want from me is a $750, I'll guarantee that. It might take me up to 6 months, but I'm going to expect it to try to be done in 90 days. Unless you really screwed up pretty bad. It's $4.99. On Saturday tomorrow at 1 o'clock, you go to Education Analyzation 2. And it's $4.99 to you. Simple. You Zelle, or bank transfer right away, and you email me at products@raisecredit.com. Now, I got 2 packages for corporation. Everything comes with credit rebuilding wrapper rescore. If you don't need a corp, we'll build the one you got today. But I give you articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1. From that, that's on Wednesday and Saturday for 90 days, so you can learn to put it here. Office sales are for about $2,000. I like to give you half price, $999, and give you $10,000 of cash credit. So I'm going to hand you 10 times the money you invest in yourself back to you, like winning the lottery too. The next package has the same thing, but it comes at $25,000 of cash credit. Half price on that is $1,999 to you. Ultimate goal, you do a bank transfer, a Zelle, and you email me right away. And I'd like you to incorporate you. In other words, like a doctor or a CPA do, but that's up to you. I'd like you to run your life through a corporation called step number 16. Ultimate goal, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. So corporate debt also has taxes. No wonder they get to break even today too. But you get a paycheck. It's already taxed. You get the leftover. Then you pay your bills. You pay for a car you should not. Then you're taking the money and credit from the family and going, wee, let's hurt the family some more. I don't understand. Why would anybody pay payment, gas, registration, and insurance out of a paycheck when they can incorporate, start saying no, and drive a company car like I do? Isn't it about time you go boom, boom some more? But that's up to you too. It's called step number 17. Now, I want you to download an SS4 form today because SS4 equals 1120. Line 10 there says banking and credit purposes. IRS public record. Don't give you the rules and tools how to play. No book on this planet does that besides mine today. That's step number 18. Now, I want you to go to irs.gov. Download an SS4 form, please. Chapter 9, bankruptcy. You have a bad day and you bring the pain home. Why? I don't get it. You know, when I was 7.5 and listened to this poker game, and this is what it said. They said a corporation. So let's find out what I found out that day. It's not legal advice. It's chapter 18. Can we read it, please? A corporation is a legal what? Person that may sue or be sued. So the United States of America Incorporated sets up their line of defense called 50 states. All states are corporations. They set up their line of defense called cities. But you're sitting there going, not a damn thing. You bring the damn pain home. Why the hell did you do that? Oh, you didn't set up your line of defense? Who's that? Whose fault is that? That's yours. It's time to take responsibility and understand. Even they played the damn game. Someone wrong too. They set up a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. So they can bankrupt the city's debts and stay in business today. But not you. All right, you got the guts to go get what you want, or you're just going to have more excuses starting today. You are we the people. That's your constitutional right. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. You got a choice today. Nixon took the gold standard out. They can't quit printing money. Mama delivered a baby this morning. Do you know it's federally mandated for every hospital to hand Mama an SSN form within 3 hours or less? Simple. If not, Mama can't put the baby in the stroller. Of course, he cannot go home. It's the truth. It will set you free. Walt Disney's known as the loophole king. Dead off his taxes. They already had the billion in the bank. They don't want to pay tax. They wrote an IOU to themselves. You pay more tax than Mickey and Goofy do. You want to learn to play? That's up to you too. See, again, Federal Express and 55 companies don't pay any federal tax at all? Wow, sign me up for that too. You can learn to play. But I know online you're going to see some websites say you don't have to guarantee. That's BS. If you want to be a qualified CFO and get cash credit, you got to realize I want to get you 8 cards per division, 9 lines of credit, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. I got to make you a qualified CFO. And if you look at that trade line crap, understand something. It's pretty simple. Look up the Fair Lending Act. I don't want to visit you in prison. Corporate credit is a write-off. Interest rate line of credit too. Not for you, but for a corporation it is. So you gotta learn to play. We get to play every day. Now I pray that you bought your house my way, raised rules, right? Escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust. Oh, you didn't do that? And today if somebody sues you, they take it away. When you die, get to a better place than this because this is hell. Guess what? Your family got stuck in probate for your lack of damn planning. Why would you do that to your family? I don't get it. When you fix up a property, you're going to hire a contractor. Oh, goody, they're going to hire the subcontractor too. Then they're going to basically pick them from the Home Depot. They're good workers. They're going to cut corners, slip and fall, and sue you, take everything you got too. Why don't you put a property, it's up to you, quickly deed it to a division, an assignment of equity. All right, if they sue the division, they don't sue you, they get diddly squat. Why not? How about an irrevocable trust? That's what I would pick if I was you, but you do what you want. Now that's number 19. So let's understand something today. You're playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Are you crazy? The IRS is the rule book. Corporations don't pay tax when they make a profit. Quit being a dummy. Go to irs.gov. Download 656, 433A and B. Get your butt back in the system. Get your free money too. Everybody doesn't want to work. They want to stay home and get that unemployment stuff. When you give people more money to stay home, what the hell would they want a friggin' job? I mean, give me a break. That's called stupidity. Step number 20. Ultimate goal. Now, I've never used my money to fix up a property. I only had $841 million under corporate structure. I always set up divisions to buy from the manufacturer to save up to 70%. Don't have to pay them 30, 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow closes, pays off the debt. Ooh, I got up to $200,000 left over. I'm going to use raise rules. Leverage your money. Borrow money's not taxable. Wow, I'm going to set up the line of defense too. That's called blackjack. Step number 21. You see, before my coma, this was my office. It was 22,000 square feet. All right, doing $1 million plus a day with other locations too. The bank would be at the bank almost every other day. At the office, I mean, you got banks always knocking on the door, always going, See, when you got money, they always kiss your ass. You don't have a pot to piss in, they don't know your name. Banks get to borrow from the feds up to times 10. Loan back 5 to you. If you did leveraging rates rules, you could have created that up to $3 million of borrow money at the corporation. I would have told you to take $2 million and get a McDonald's today. You see, what you got to do is learn how to play. Corporation gets credit, sets up the line of defense, that's it. The divisions, they're the ducks. They go quack, quack, quack. Something screws up, what are we going to do? We're going to pull a Donald Trump or Wells Fargo, Citibank, whatever. We're going to do the 3-step I invented for you. Can you write it down? Called disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save it, I might have to bankrupt it, but I keep the good pieces. But I don't bring the pain home. Why would I do that? Rich and famous people don't. Who'd be dumb enough to do that? Would that be you? Stop doing that today. I don't get it. Step number 22. You see, you got a choice. And when you're in that mirror today, finally putting yourself in check, and I pray that you do, because it'll actually change your life starting that day. All right, ask yourself a question. What are you willing to lose? I don't lose anything. I want world peace too. But the reality is you've been bringing the pain home to the family. Now, me, I don't want to hurt anything. But if I had to lose anything, it'd be a division. Why? It's cheap. And I go get another one too. All I know today is I'm playing that chess game. I gotta lose a piece or two because at the end of the day, I'm getting checkmate. That's what winners do. That's number 23. Ultimate goal. My wife asked me July 3rd, honey, can we go to the Huntington Beach house and take out one of the yachts? Why not? I took out the corporate credit cards, fill it up, $1,600. Wrote off the card, interest rate, and the yacht too, because you're allowed to. So what do you get to do? Next day I get to die. Where's your yacht race button, you doc? There's mine. All right, there's me again. I got to die, 541. But again, 5 weeks with an oxygen tank. Put my score back to an 820. Popped $1 million card again. I got my closet divisions, don't you? Fight through the pain. Get out of closet division and go again and again too. If the grocery store and the bank can do this, so can you. You never had to bring the pain home. Ultimate goal, God's using me to help you today. You paying attention? See, there's a building in a Lamborghini in the Reynolds University too. Now understand something. Let's see, I get born with the girl's name. I get used and abused. I get out of a trash can, steal off the pier, get in a coma, get another one and get to die. Shot twice, knife 6 times, used and abused and more. And so much more you don't even know today. And what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? Excuse me. You got to reach the dream. You got to see it and believe it. And think it'd be the impossible. Hell, I've done it all my life. It's called Ray Rules. Ray's Rules today. See, I make millionaires. You want to be next? Let me know. Motivation, I love it every morning when I listen to it. It's good for 5 to 10 minutes. Let me rebuild your story, please. How about I get you up to $100,000 of credit? We'll call it safety. Use 29%, get you up to an 820. How about we get your corporation and division up to what? $1 million credit? How about you stop being stock? Because that kind of sucks. The blueprint is $4.99 for me on a live webinar now. If not, call the office. It's $9.99 to you. All right, I don't get a commission or a paycheck too. You Zell. Email me at products@racecredit.com. Name, address, and phone number. We ship it right away. That's all you got to do. Now, how did the 14th Amendment turn corporations into people? The United States of America incorporated too. They set up their 50 states, but not you. Why wouldn't you set up your line of defense? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned on? And the states set up their cities, and they have the line of defense too. It's your turn. Never have joint credit. That makes no sense. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust. Corporation up to $1 million of credit. Got to have the divisions because they're cheap. One for every piece of property, one franchise, one current business too. That line of defense, Raise Rules. Put it here. The ultimate goal. See, your choices, that's number 24. One more to go, and that's done for the day. So if all you want is a 750 and above, It's $4.99. Go to the class on Saturday tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Analyzation Education 2. It's going to take up to 6 months. Average case is 90 days. Depends how bad you screwed it up, too. All you got to do is remember, that's free in the corporate package. But if all you want is that, by itself, it's $4.99. All you got to do is Zell, and email me next, too. Starter package for a millionaire. To become a millionaire, it's easy to do. It's half price, $9.99 to you, and I'll give you $10,000 of cash credit. Next one comes at $25,000 of cash credit, but it's $1,999 today too. If you don't Zell now, I can't put you in the workshops all day tomorrow with me. You Zell, and you get a bank transfer. You pick what you want to gonna do, then you email me right away. See, I want to rebuild you. Your house, your car, your bank account too. You see, you got a choice today. I know online you see all that blah, 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 do this, do that, you don't need the funnel, you don't need that, the Facebook, it's like, sorry. All I hear is all that blah, 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 trying to get your money. I want you to invest what you got to invest for this, but I'm practically giving it away anyway. You see, when they say the American dream, especially if I go in an event in person, I always hold up about $10 million of credit and ask, are you going to give me the money, the rules and the tools, how to play? Or are you just going to take my money like everyone else and go bye today? Bottom line is bullshit doesn't pay the bills. So understand something. Me, I'm going to hold your hand for 90 days, if not more, maybe a lifetime too. Everybody needs money coming in to pay the bills. Drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people free up the time. You got to set that line of defense. If not, go back to being a duck. Go back to bringing the damn pain home. That's up to you. 1,000 rules is 1,000 steps that equals a $1 million company. 20,000 is a billionaire. $4.99, $7.50 guaranteed. All right, get the class tomorrow too. If you're not getting that in the corporate package, then use Zell $4.99. If you don't, just enjoy your credit, because some of you are paying those credit repair flakes for 2 years plus. That makes no sense. No more than 6 months. Average case is 90 days. You Zell, you email me right away. Starter package for a millionaire, $999, and I give you $10,000 of credit, 10 times your money back to you. Now what excuse you got? From there, the millionaires in the making, $1,999, all the same goodies, and you get $25,000 of cash credit. No more excuses for you today. You're Zell, you do a bank transfer too, and you email me right away. Next thing today, stay safe, stay strong. Do your best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. See, your choice is simple. Go back to being stuck, or you get your butt Zell and transfer right away, or you give that phone number a call now. That's the last final step you get today. Tomorrow on setup level 1, they're going to give you 4 more steps. 800-510-3338. 800-510-3338. Me, I'm going to do my best all through the day, and God's going to do the rest for me. And I never forget, God loves us all.